It's an all-out spin attack, and Afghanistan have been relentless. They've collared this Pakistan's batting lineup quite brilliant. Economy of 4.88. Rashid, 8 overs, none for 39.
Attacking with the slip, keeping mid-wicket open, wanting Shadab Khan to go through mid-wicket and get that top edge or the leading edge. This is good captaincy by Hasbatullah Shahidi.
Shadab wants two and will get a response from his partner. The dive is in from Iftikhar. That's good running. Got to show a bit of desperation, and well, we saw one there.
Yeah, much better. This is what I spoke about in the previous over, showing some intent, running once into twos. The deep mid-wicket fielder was about 10 yards from the boundary, but still Iftikhar Ahmed made it in the end pretty easily.
Full toss will find the fielder at long on fence. When you're under pressure, under stress, even a full toss doesn't really yield the kind of result that you're hoping for. So it was a ginger straight drive. Shadab normally would put that away for a 6. 77 of 51. Rashid still maintaining a slip, which is the right way to go. Iftikhar is not picking which way the ball is spinning. To the gap for a run.
Mohammad Nabi at slip is very fine. Remember when Babar Azam playing against Rashid Khan, there was a boundary right through the gap between the first slip fielder and Gurbaz. Now it looks at least 2 feet to finer towards the wicket keeper. I think this is the way it should be, because Rashid Khan, the pace he bowls, is going to go finer, not squarer. 42 gone to 25 for 6. This is what I'm talking about. Take a look where Mohammad Nabi was previously. That ball flew plus, and ever since then the first slip fielder for Mujib as well as Rashid Khan is very, very fine. Sometimes you learn from your mistakes, but this is where at international level you've got to be a bit proactive, understand with the fact that both the bowlers are bowling quick and the slip fielder got to be finer.
Pakistan dropping pace, dropping rhythm, losing wickets, losing their way a little. 9.5 is the required rate. This approach has been
And is in, and the wicket is not the easiest against spinners. When you have a left arm spinner, why not use it? That's the question I would like to ask. If the two fast bowlers have had a good day, not even bothered to will be asked. With Rahman going for runs, Farooqi going for runs, plenty of advisors, but that young man will be wanting to bowl quick at the moment. Bowling with variation, and the length is very important. Iftikhar is going to murder you in anything in his dark. Got to be slightly shorter.
It's the good length area, gets a run. Iftikhar. This is where Pakistan can cash in. This is where they can get the rhythm back. This is where they can put a bit of pressure on Afghanistan, because pace is easy to manage.
Absolutely. I think even Shadab Khan will be happy that the fast bowler is back. Good timer, good technique, and all importantly, a boundary in the first ball itself, putting so much pressure on the bowler.
That's a good delivery. Pace off. is the way to go on a pitch like this if you're a pacer. And it's about managing discipline, managing your skill and holding on to your nerve.
Also not being predictable. Got to be unpredictable, bring those changes. 3 deliveries, 3 types: full, good length and a slow delivery. This is where I think skipper Shahidi should guide the young man, exactly telling him what to do.
There should be 2. That's well played. Only a single. That's well fielded, in fact. That fielder from long on, Nabi, came herring towards the ball.
President was sprinting across. It was like a lightning Usain Bolt, Mohammad Nabi. It's brilliant commitment shown by both the teams. In fact, the intensity shown in both the games has been fantastic leading up to the Asia Cup.
This has to be a 6. This has got to go. Not really. That's well bowled. Once again, pace off. That's good bowling. In a situation like this, it pays if you keep it simple. Not worry about the magical deliveries or thinking twice in your run-up what to bowl. It's about keeping your head clean, clear, and having a simple strategy.
3 consecutive slow deliveries. Can be the 4th as well. Doesn't matter. You bowl slow ball as a fast ball if it's working.
2 straight. It's the stumps at the non-strikers end as singles. So Rahman actually escapes punishment. Turned out to be a good, decent over. 68 now in 42 balls. 233 for 6.
As they say, hit it straight. Rashid. That's something that they will be thinking out pretty hard.
It's a long fence, and so Pakistan need big shots. And this will serve Afghanistan brilliantly. The 81-meter hit, 80-meter hit. It's got to be a meaty blow to get a 6. It's not going to be simple against Mujib because he'll be quick through the air, he'll be flat, and he'll get response from the surface as well. There he goes, straight, a chop, and a single.
He's a stat which makes Afghanistan fans very happy. Only once that after scoring 300 out of 6 times, Afghanistan have failed to defend, that too against Sri Lanka up in Pallekele. Last year, January, I was covering that game. 314 was chased down by Sri Lanka. And that game, plenty of dew, and the spinners found it really hard. But today, there's absolutely no dew and the wicket is still gripping. Good chance at the moment.
So in T20 terms, if you were to get 66 in 40 balls with 6 wickets down, you would back the batting side. And I think Pakistan will have to treat this as a T20 affair and keep faith. Only that the dimensions are huge here, so you can always run fast, look for 2s and 3s. But you've got to take this as a T20 duel.
Mentioned about the boundaries. I think Ramesh Bhai is also being a bit cheeky. He's going to be important, play a reverse sweep here and there, probably a paddle sweep. find that gap. Yes, as you said, clearing the boundary won't be easy. It's a massive field, the biggest field in Sri Lanka. It's not going to be easy. Be a bit cheeky, be a bit smarter. Not a chance here. Direct hit will be, oh, Iftikhar Ahmed. It's gone, all ends up.
Confusion. Yes, no, wait. By that time, Iftikhar was probably out of his crease when the throw was attempted at the non-striker's end. No, he's not been allowed any width. This turns out to be another excellent over for Afghanistan. 6 down for 237.
Well, the closing overs approach, and Pakistan have really let this slip in the chase. Always pressure in the end can sometimes tell like this with the pressure of the scoreboard runs, with wickets going. That was the one thing Afghanistan wanted in the middle. When Imam ul Haq and Babar Azam were together, it looked like Pakistan were coasting. With the wicket of Babar, the run out of Rizwan, things started to change and Afghanistan looked sharper again in the field. They've picked up the wickets, they've squeezed it. And now it's 64 needed off 36 balls. And that is going to take some doing. It's now the quicker bowlers. Faruqi has 3 left, 2 for 43 so far. Takes the pace off the ball.
Yeah, the reason why Pakistan find
The breakfast menu to stick outside his room, that will be on it.
comfort food.
Well, they need more of it. You've got to have a big appetite here to win this game still.
Outside your room service, huh? So that's the added bonus with that. That's good. That's change of pace. Takes the pace off the ball, making the batsman do the work.
Yeah, that boundary. And for me, Shadab Khan created his own line and length to be able to free his arms. By backing away from the leg stump. He's an able batsman. He can surprise you.
Yeah, I think it's surely about Afghanistan and their bowling now, restricting options. So not trying to be too clever. Yes, you need those changes of pace. Those are all the things that happen at this stage of a game. But straight and full, up to a point, just cuts down those options. That, for instance, right, take the pace off the ball. And what happens? The shot has to be slowed down. So unless you read it immediately out of the hand, you end up slowing down your shot. You're only going to get 1 for that. You can't swing through the ball in the same way and find the boundaries. So those sort of deliveries are clever, but it's such a guessing game, isn't it, at the end of it?
Why is everyone talking about Navage and nasal irrigation?
I was dealing with some just
yes, they have the ability to make runs at this sort of pace, but how often do they have to do it under these circumstances? Yes, they can play T20 domestic PSL and make runs for fun. Yes, they can play international T20 and make runs for fun. Suddenly with a 50 over game, now you've got Rashid Khan as well, you've got a 50 over game. Yes, you've got to try and pretend to say this is the closing overs of a T20. Use exactly the same tactics. Batting and bowling sides will be thinking exactly the same thing. But this man is key. He's got just the 1 over left. And if Afghanistan, if Hashmatullah can see this as maybe a wicket-taking opportunity, just think what that would do.
Yeah, but when you are chasing, the margin of error is less. You have to be absolutely clear with the thinking. Be able to chase down a total of more than 300 runs. That's nicely played. That stroke will earn him a couple of runs here.
Well, they know that the required run rate is under 12, so they cannot take the chance of watching through the Rashid Khan's over. So they'll have to take their chances. And the last time Pakistan needed 56 in the last 5 overs, it was made to win a cause in 2010 versus South Africa. So can they bring Pakistan home from here?
Well, what we're saying there, you can bring up those sort of statistics. You can say yes, they've done it before. You can equally say yes, they don't do it all the time, and most of the time these things don't happen.
Now, whose work are you questioning, mine or the statisticians?
Neither.
Just kidding.
Did I? Absolutely neither. What you said and what the statistician, bless him, has come up with is fact. What you repeated is fact. What was unsaid is that how often do you not get those runs in that time?
Absolutely spot on.
But I think if the Pakistanis play this over intelligently, they will create a chance to win this one, because couple over from Rahman are left, who's been expensive, who's been all over the shop, and then a couple of overs from the left-arm fast bowler. He knew where the chances were to pick up a boundary. It's the ball straight down the ground. This is intelligent from Shadab Khan.
Yeah, intelligent but much needed. So Rashid finishes his 10 overs, none for 53. Had a chance he put down off his own bowling. That was off Imam some hours ago now. Let's check those figures. None for 53 from his 10. Nabis finished his 10, 2 for 46. Who's left? Well, it's Faruqi, who we saw in the previous over, and Rahman, who's bowled his 8 overs, none for 54. So yeah, the tension mounts. 46 needed from 24. All bar 12 runs per over required. Sort of sweep shot. And the slower delivery, nicely picked up down there. It was good chase and tumble to make sure it didn't somehow find a way to the boundary.
Well, that's been good fielding out there, certainly. Safe 2 runs for his team. Talking about Abdurrahman, he's leaked runs, but he is one that Afghanistan is counting on to be able to work it through the death overs. He's got good block holes, but the problem, as Amir Sohail earlier was saying, you cannot become predictable. So it seems like the Pacers have frequently been bowling these back. Overhand slower balls.
You know, the problem for him is that